Welcome back to Flowing with the Biddies. So, today I feel exactly how I look. Crazy. And there goes Sienna with her crazy hair. This has been the longest week ever. Other than when we had the stomach bug. So, Sienna has been sick all week. She had a cough before. And then it turned worse into a barking cough, and took her to the doctor. They said she basically had, at first they told us they thought it was a flu. Then they basically just said it was like a cold and just treat her symptoms. So we've been dealing with her feeling like that all week. And then yesterday, which was Thursday, then Caden started getting a cough. And tomorrow is their recital that they've been working so hard to get ready for this recital since the beginning of gymnastics season. So there's a lot happening. And on top of all that happening, Clarence had meetings today, so that means it's just me and the kids. And it's been a lot happening. We had to call the doctor so that they could refill a prescription for Cadence that normally helps because she's been struggling with her breathing. So whenever she's struggling with her breathing, she has to do her inhaler or take a breathing treatment. And normally this certain prescription will help her too, but she didn't have any more refills. So we had to call the doctor. There she is coughing. We had to call the nurse, to call the doctor, to call the pharmacy, to fill the prescription. Then they had an issue trying to process our insurance. Then I had to call and sit on hold for 15 minutes. Then they finally got the approval and filled it right in time for their lunch break. Covered. Then I had to get all the kids in the car to go 2 minutes down the street to pick up the prescription because Clarence isn't home. So it's been some day, some week. And let's not forget Kaysen. So Kaysen has been dealing with baby eczema. And then when he woke up on Wednesday, he had a spot here that was almost raw. Ended up calling to get him an emergency appointment. And then when we took him to the doctor, we found out he had cellulitis, which is an infection from his eczema cracking. Bacteria got into it, and then it caused him to have this cellulitis on his cheek. So he is on an antibiotic for the next 10 days. So there has been so much going on. He's now starting to cry. He also has gotten some of Sienna's cough and germs. So I'm feeling very frustrated, very stressed out. It's a lot happening, and I am more than overwhelmed. We haven't even been able to make a full video talking about our home buying experience because there has just been so much happening. But I think I mentioned in one of my last vlogs that we did close on our house. We move in next month, which is also a little point of frustration because we had a certain date, and now we think it's going to be a different date after we've already gotten so many people to volunteer to help us move on the other date than we initially thought it was. So we're waiting to verify the exact date so that we know that when we're going to be moving out of our house, which, as you see, is just chaos. Hi, Sienna. And into our new house. So, here's Cadence.
Hi.
Cadence, how are you feeling?
Pretty good, not too bad.
You gotta talk loud, because Caden's swing is on.
It's pretty good, not too bad. Coughing.
Just coughing. She just cannot stop coughing. So, we just did her inhaler. We're going to do another breathing treatment later on. She took her prescription like maybe 30 minutes ago.
And we need to bring the breathing treatment because in the car.
Yeah, we're going to bring the breathing treatment in the car just to make sure she doesn't need it.
Yes. So, Sienna, why did you give it all to us?
Sienna, last time when we all had the stomach bug, Cadence passed that around. This time, Sienna is passing this around.
And it is crazy. It's crazy.
And one thing about me is that I am a germaphobe. Ever since COVID, I have a very hard time dealing with germs. And it doesn't help that Cadence has so many breathing issues that whenever she has any type of illness, normally she ends up in the hospital or at urgent care because her breathing gets so bad that sometimes the nebulizer and the inhaler don't do enough. So my anxiety is very bad when it comes to anybody being sick. And I'm like hyper focused on everything. I'm like, oh, are they coughing? Are they sniffling? Even with Clarence, I'm like, do you feel sick? Do you feel sick? Do you feel sick? And I really can't get a hold of it. I cannot calm my anxiety down, and it is really beginning to take a toll on me. Now I've decided that I should probably look into like some type of a therapist or something, somebody that can help me to figure out how to get control of this anxiety that I have, because it's starting to impact me so severely, and I feel like it could be part of the reason why my postpartum will not go away. It's starting to affect me so severely that it's like it's all that I focus on. I'm hyper focused on everything negative. I can't focus on positive things, and it's really taking a toll on me mentally. So I think it's about time that I end up talking to somebody so that I can make sure that I'm like the best me, not only for myself, but for my kids, for my husband. So that's gonna be my next step, is to find somebody that I can talk to about my anxiety. Well, that's my life. And dealing with all of this other stuff, I feel like I'm also neglecting myself. My hair is falling out like crazy. I haven't had time to like just focus on me. I've had my eyebrows done since December. I keep saying, oh, I'm gonna stop by. I mean, anybody who gets their eyebrows done, it takes 10 minutes tops to get your eyebrows done. And I still have not made 10 minutes time for myself to get my eyebrows done. So that's gonna be my goal for the next week, to spend time focusing on Candace. And taking care of Candace, because if I don't take care of me, I can't take care of everybody else, which I have been doing nonstop this week, but all the time. So I'm gonna try to focus on me at least once in the coming week. And that is about all the time that I have to chit-chat, because kids. So, thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe and get notified. And if you have any similarities, please comment so I know I'm not alone. And here's two of my crazy kids, Cason's in the swing that you've been hearing the whole time. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next
video. Bye.